Hello, welcome to Dundrolls Podcast. I'm your host Justin. So I did a poll. I asked you guys, hey, what did you guys want me to review next on the channel? Because I watched a bunch of stuff over the weekend and last week that I never got around to making reviews for because I've been working on X-Men month. Which by the time this is uploaded, the finale will be up and X-Men month will be officially over. Finally, which I had fun, but you know, it would have been nice if we got a bit more views. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's my fault for not having enough modern X-Men books on for X-Men month. Yeah, so also for the people who wanted anime review, I am working on an anime review. It's just that um, I'm watching an old show that's like out of print, right? And it was dubbed by 4Kids back in the day, and like somebody's uploading it, but they're only uploading an episode a day, right? And I'm up to like episode 21, so I don't even remember how many episodes there were in this show. I think there was like 50, but I could be wrong. So it's gonna be a while before my next anime review. But I might review like a movie or something, right? So yeah, now we're gonna talk about Lightyear, which came out this year. It's an action comedy adventure film. It's an hour and 45 minutes, directed by Angus MacLane, voice acted by Chris Evans, Taika Waititi, James Brolin is in the film as Zurg, Keke Palmer, Angus MacLane, uh, Peter Sohn as Socks. Oh, Socks the cat. Okay. So yeah, this is like a spin-off of Toy Story. I'm not gonna lie, I'm only like a casual fan of Toy Story. I loved the first one. The second one was okay, and the third one was alright. And I never saw Toy Story 4 because I heard Toy Story 4 sucked. Right, and they probably shouldn't have even bothered to make a Toy Story 4, to be honest, right? So we're not going to talk about the controversy with this film, which I hear a lot of the controversy with this film is bullcrap because the reason why Tim Allen didn't voice Buzz Lightyear, according to some people, has nothing to do with the fact that he's a conservative. It has to do with the fact that he's busy working on another TV show for Disney, right? And then there's the fact that like he's already doing like a Santa Claus like TV show with Disney. So why would Disney fire him from one project, right, but have him work on another one? Doesn't really make a lot of sense, right? Yeah. And they probably wanted like Chris Evans because this Buzz Lightyear is supposed to be a younger Buzz Lightyear, and Tim Allen probably doesn't sound as young as he used to, right? Which I'm not gonna lie, when I was a kid watching Toy Story, I didn't know that was Tim Allen. I always thought that it was Mel Gibson that was voicing Buzz. So finding out years later it was actually Tim Allen, it was like, holy crap. I'm not joking, for the longest time I thought it was Mel Gibson. Let's be real, Tim Allen, Mel Gibson kind of sound alike. Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. So the movie is basically a movie that apparently was supposed to, in the universe of Toy Story, was a movie that came out in 1995 that Andy watched, and that made him want to go out to get the Buzz Lightyear toy, right? Which you only see the wings, the wings at the end of the film, right? Buzz Lightyear's iconic wings. Yeah, which I'm gonna say that I liked the Buzz Lightyear and Star Command cartoon way more than I like this which I didn't like this at all, to be honest. Which that cartoon was like a parody of like a parody of like Green Lantern Corps. Here, this movie is like a parody of like Prometheus, the fucking alien prequel. Like, watch the movie, you get a lot of Prometheus vibes, and it's like, what the fuck were they thinking for a children's cartoon? They have this like, aesthetically, the movie looks like Prometheus, right? So yeah, the movie is about, which there's gonna be some spoilers, but yeah, actually there's gonna be spoilers throughout the fucking review. So if you don't want to get spoiled, don't watch it. But yeah, the movie's about Buzz Lightyear and his lesbian friend are space rangers. They go on a mission that I think is them like them leading a mission where they are piloting a colony ship, and they have to find a habitable world for said colony ship. Why they would... This is what really was really retarded about the film, was, okay, you have this colony ship with, like, a bunch of civilians asleep on the ship. Why... You're going to planet, like, possibly hostile planets. Why would you land said ship on the surface of said hostile planet when you could just get on one of your, like, ships, one of your starfighters or whatever, land and check to see if the ship was safe, by the way. They don't do that. They land the ship, and guess what? There's hostile life forms on said planet. As they try to escape from said hostile planet, Buzz Lightyear accidentally crashes the fucking ship, and they're marooned on said hostile planet with hostile, like, plants, where there's a running gag where, like, vines will, like, sneak up and grab people and pull them away. So they all carry, like, laser machetes to hack off vines, right? So the main story for this, the main plot of the film is Buzz Lightyear, like, the people of said colony ship are stranded on this planet. Buzz Lightyear feels like it was his fault for everything that happened, and well, I wouldn't say it was just his fault, but it was partially his fault for everything that happened. So he tries to make a new test. Sorry, he tries to, like, test, like, a hyperdrive device, because their hyperdrive crystal, the fuel that powers the hyperdrive, broke on the crash, right? It shattered, so he has to test it. But every time he tests it, he jumps, like, 4 years into the future, right? Because of relativity, like, the faster you go in space, slower time is outside of it, right? I think a lot of this space science bullshit is bullshit, in my opinion. But, like, that's what relativity is, right? So what ends up happening is every time he tests, he has a failed test flight with trying to test, like, hyper light crystal. It, like, time goes forward, and what ends up happening is his lesbian friend dies of old age, and the people on the colony, the inhabitants of the colony ship has already established, like, like, a working, like, camp or city, right? And they don't even, like, we're already, like, 3 or 4 generations in, and they don't even, like, know or care about Earth, right? They just want to stay on said planet. What ends up happening is like, Buzz Lightyear steals a ship with his robot Socks, who came up with a working hyper-light crystal or whatever, and is able to establish a working hyper drive. But what ends up happening after his test flight with the stolen ship, alien spaceship shows up with robots, and is conquered the planet. Everybody is holed up in this like energy shield barrier. They can't come out because they'll be attacked by said robots, killer robots. And the only people who can help Buzz is this team of recruits, which is made up of the granddaughter of his lesbian friend, Izzy. I think her name's like Izzy Hawthorne, and like a bunch, Taika Waititi, and this old lady, and this robot who does nothing throughout the movie, right? And until like they fight the leader of said spaceship, right? And you have this really stupid reveal, like plot twist on the identity of Zurg, right? So, okay, what did I think about the movie, right? One, the movie is stupid. The movie, like, for astronauts, everybody, like, a lot of the characters are stupid. Buzz Lightyear comes off as an incompetent hero, right? Who has, like, trust issues, doesn't like rookies, right? Our cast of characters are lame. They worked for comedies, I guess, but they're not good for heroic space adventure, which was Buzz Lightyear was like a parody of, right? And you had you hardly any. I don't think there's any aliens in the movie except for like the monsters, right? So yeah, what was the other things about the movie I did not like? Well, like I said, I hated the twist, which I'm going to spoil, by the way. If you don't want to know the twist of the movie, my rating is a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 10. This movie sucks. The movie sucks. The animation, though, looked good. The art style did not really. The art style of the film looked weird. It didn't really Buzz Lightyear's design does not really match the other characters of the film. It just was weird. Though I like the mech design of the film. It was very Gundam-esque. Right? Old school 0079 Gundam-esque. Right? But yeah, they really make Buzz Lightyear not very heroic, and this movie that's supposed this movie makes no fucking sense in any fucking level, because we're supposed to believe Andy watched this movie as a kid, right, and loved it and went out to buy the toy of the main character of this film. Buzz Lightyear as a hero fucking sucks in the film, and he's the major he's basically the cause of all the problems in the film, and spoiler alert, plot twist, he turns out to be the villain. Zurg turns out to be an old man version of Buzz Lightyear, who time traveled into the future, got a bunch of future tech, and was trying to go back in time to fix everything, but he couldn't go back a certain amount of time. So he wants to recruit his younger self to help him do it, right? But Buzz Lightyear at first wants to help him, but decides not to, because if he did that, his best friend wouldn't have met the love of her life and wouldn't have had all these kids. Where the fuck did she get the sperm to have all these kids, by the way? Because, she was in a lesbian relationship, right? Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. By the way, the movie's not bad because it's woke. The movie is bad because the movie makes no sense. The characters suck. they fucking destroyed Buzz Lightyear. Like, they made him super lame in the fucking film. He's supposed to be the hero of the film, and he just sucks, man. Oh my god. There's like no likable characters in the film other than the fucking robot cat. Which doesn't make sense that, hey, this robot cat would be able to solve the hyperdrive crystal problem when the advanced Star Command robots that they had and AI couldn't. That made no fucking sense. Yeah, so like, yeah, 3 out of 10. Fuck this movie. And for all the people who hate Chris Evans because he was defending this movie, like people don't understand. Like, they're fucking actors, and they have contracts to promote film, like the films, so they have to defend it, right? So even when a movie sucks, they have to defend it. There was one time when an actor, Brad Pitt, said a movie sucked that he was in, and he got sued. I think he got sued like a shitload of money or some fucking thing. I don't remember, but yeah, apparently that happened. Yeah. So like, yeah, that's my thoughts on this movie. Sorry, this movie review was super awkward, but like, yeah, yeah, I'm in a hurry, so yeah.